Hello everybody and welcome back to the stream. I hope you guys have been having a wonderful day. Also, welcome back King Boo. I hope you've been having a good day. Also, hello Doc and hi Froggy, how are you guys? Today I wanted to play Animal Crossing because I haven't played a whole lot during this time of year. So I'm missing so much of the Bunny Day stuff and so much of the Sakura season stuff. So that's kind of my plan today, is just try to get as much of that as I can. Internet being annoying? Oh no! I hate to hear that. Internet issues are always like literally the worst. Hello! Okay. I think also, Doc, I saw you did the Jordo's theme sound alert like right as I hit go live. That was pretty funny. I'm stuck at work, so that's stinky. Oh no! But now I got a great stream to watch. Awesome! Well, I hope the rest of your workday goes well. Okay. I think I'm gonna go ahead and swap over to desktop gaming. I haven't even opened... Well, we're gonna update it real quick. Live updating simulator. Perfect. Well, I'll just go back to this screen while we wait. I hope you're having a great day as well. I am. I went to work today and it was basically thunderstorming all day, so that was really great. I had a pretty good day. Okay. I think we've got our update. All right. I can kill Spotify now because we don't need that anymore. So I did that sound on there for some serotonin. I love it. I absolutely love it. Animal Crossing sounds fun. Yeah, I haven't played it since Festival, which was like into February. I don't think I've played it at all during March. It's been a while since I've played it. But I think it is Sakura season right now, so a lot of the trees will be pink, and there will be some cool DIYs that I still haven't gotten yet. Because Bunny Day and Sakura season were over by the time I got the game in 2020, and then this time last year, I was about to graduate college, so I wasn't playing Animal Crossing very much. Oh, Kix is visiting today. So this feels a tad loud. I don't know why Switch audio is up so high. Thunderstorms, yes! It's my favorite kind of weather. It's supposed to rain and storm all day tomorrow again as well, which is really cool. Also, when you work customer service and it rains, people don't come out as much, so that's nice. I just went to school, it was sort of the worst, but now I'm home and it's pretty chill. Well, I'm glad that you're home. Hopefully tomorrow goes better. I was gonna say I'm about to lose my one link to the K-12 school system because my youngest brother is graduating high school in a month, but my nephew will be starting kindergarten next year, so I just realized that my family's getting old. Oh, yes, it is. I'm very excited. I think it's just that time of year where it rains everywhere all the time and it's great. Right now on Morio, it's 6:08 p.m. on a Tuesday afternoon. Perfect. The spring fishing tourney is this. I think I've only done one fishing tourney. If I've even done a fishing tourney. I will not be playing this fishing tourney. Because I think I work on Saturday. I'm pretty sure I do. Oh, yeah, it's been a while. It has been a while since I've played. Okay. That's my house points. You guys can see what the Happy Home Academy rates my house. Okay. Alright. What did Zucker give me? We will see. Wait, is it the 145, 814? Okay, it was the same. I was about to say, if nothing has changed, Why is it different? Another copy of Mom's candle set. I wonder if the ancient statue is a real one or a fake one. Most of the time when a villager gives it to you, it's a fake one, which is gross. This is the last time you played Animal Crossing, the dance party you did. I randomly thought about that the other day. I think that was the last time I played it on stream, but I think I played it like on my own a little bit after that, actually on the day of festival, which kind of lines up with Mardi Gras, I believe. Oh, I can take this hat off now. All right, let's go see what our island looks like. But it was around the same time that we did the dance party, I believe. I have so many flowers everywhere. I think that's why I don't play super often, is because I get overwhelmed with all the flowers. But everything is green, and I love it. The grass is green. And we have the sakura trees out. Oh, this is so cool. I have not actually seen these, because all of the sakura stuff I have was given to me by someone else. This is... Okay. Okay. I like to see that. This is so cute. I love that. Hi Pinky, how are you? I hope you are having a good day. The sunset looks so good. It really does. When I first got this game, my ex actually got a Switch with the game for me. But for like the first month of me having it, I wasn't actually allowed to like take it home. It was something he wanted to keep at his apartment so that I would come over during a pandemic. So I would only play in the afternoons. So this is like peak March, April 2020 for me is Animal Crossing sunsets, and they are absolutely gorgeous. Okay. I think Super T Bunny might be somewhere. So I'm pretty sure Bunny Day is going on. All of the little rams are out. I love this so much. Okay, I've missed 2 birthdays. Lovely. Okay. I am just so happy with how my island looks on the parts that are finished. Like if we come over here, this is what it's all about. This is what we play the game for. Let's see, I don't really know what I was doing with everything in my inventory, so I'm just gonna, against my better judgment, throw it all away. Because Harvey's Island has leaf there all the time, it is easier for me to get bushes, so I will just get rid of all of these. I will plant that tree, though, because that is going to be a sakura tree, and I think that'll be cool. Rams, I absolutely love them. I have a Toi, which is this pastel one over here. She's from the Sanrio set, and she is my pride and joy. And then I have Muffy, which is the goth one, and then Pietro, which is the clown. And I like to headcanon them as a power thruple. They're just having the zoomies in the town square. I set my island flag to the L'Manberg flag because I was doing a Dream SMP inspired island a little while ago. But now I'm not doing that anymore, so I need to come up with a new flag design. I love that. I think it is so fun. Because they're all the different sides of alternative. Like you've got, I feel like Pietro would be very scene kid. Muffy is wherever she is. She's goth. And then you have the pastel uwu girl over here. And that's technically alternative fashion. It all gets lumped together pretty frequently. So. But I think our main focus for today is collecting these more successfully than that, and it's disappeared. But collecting those, waiting for balloons so that I can get DIYs. And I think actually Bunny Day might not have happened yet. Let me look this up real quick before I start looking for eggs. Bunny Day Animal Crossing 2022. Okay. Event guide. Is this gonna tell me when it starts? Because it says the event duration is April 10th to April 17th, so we're a few days early. So I guess that means we'll have another Animal Crossing stream in the near future so we can collect Bunny Day things. But I'm also broke, so we still need to just fish and collect things. I've spent so much money on this island, moving things around, and then moving them around again, so we can work on our island. So honestly, after the Happy Home Paradise dropped, I stopped working on my island, and I only designed houses. An anchovy? Okay. Oh, we learned a new— I forgot that you could cook in this game. I love it. We got sardines and oil. My internet is glitching. I will try and stop by though. I'm so sorry to hear that, Froggy. No worries if you like have to miss stuff, because I know internet struggles. It's hard. I'm gonna play Animal Crossing while I watch the stream. Awesome. Honestly, I love playing games while watching people stream that game. It's like body doubling, and it's just so nice. This is making me want to play too. I think that would be fun. I could also maybe open my gates and we could play together. I keep wanting to like ask my friends who plays Animal Crossing to play with me, but no one actually plays it anymore. Like Haley is the only one who still kind of plays it still. Oh. I do have the slingshot on me. Okay, we don't want that to fall in the river. We'll wait for it right here, just so I know it won't fall in the water. I haven't played in so long. Yeah, it's been like a month since I've last played. I like to at least pop in once a month if I can. Just for all the seasons. Because honestly, at this point, I've done everything except for Bunny Day and the Cherry Blossom. So I really want to do those this year and get everything. And then after that, it's just chilling and designing my island. I'll come visit when if I ever get home. Of course. And honestly, I've been thinking about doing a group stream where me and whoever wants to plays Animal Crossing together. But I feel like for that to be fun for everyone, I would have to come up with like mini games that we could do. Because New Horizons doesn't have it doesn't have any multiplayer stuff. Because in New Leaf, you could go to Tortimer's Island and do the mini games on that island together, but this does not have anything like that. Which I think is fine. Like, the narrative structure of this game is supposed to be you're on a deserted island. So if there was another island to go to for minigames, it wouldn't make as much sense. Because all the islands you go to are supposed to be, like, other deserted islands. Like, this game had a theme, and a Tortimer's Island would not work very well. That'd be cool. My Nintendo wasn't charged. Oh no. I had the Switch Lite for so long, and I'm surprised I didn't break my charger from playing with it while it was like hooked up. But now I can, when it's not charged, I can just dock it and play it like on the TV, which is nice. Hide and seek is always fun. That is true. That is very true. It can get kind of tiring after a little bit if people are really good at hiding. Yeah. I don't know about everyone else's islands, because everyone that I would ask, their islands I've never seen before. But I like to have a lot of trees and things on my islands, so there would be lots of places to hide. But that would be very cool. I know in New Leaf, your villagers would ask to play hide and seek with you. And that would get really hard sometimes. I don't know where my charger is. Oh no. Hopefully you find it pretty soon. That is like the worst thing, not knowing where your charger is. 'Cause actually, they are right there in here. I still have my old, like, very first Game Boy. The one that I have technically is not mine. It's my youngest brother's because, fun fact, when I was younger, so I have two brothers. Me and one of my brothers both got grounded for my Game Boys for like a really long time, and then my parents lost them. But at that point, I had already upgraded to a DS. But my youngest brother still had his Game Boy. We all had the same, like, micro one. And I still have it. But for the longest time, I had the device and I did not have the charger. And it was very stressful because it was like, sometimes you wanna flip the thing on for good memories. And you can see it's got the red lights, so that this thing needs to be charged. I love it though. I will probably keep that forever, even though I have not played it since, I don't know, 2010. It's been a very, very long time. But I love it. I think it's a fun little Game Boy. And my hands are still child size, so it's not like too difficult to play. Because this thing is like literally smaller than my phone. By a lot. It is so much smaller than my phone. Like, these things are absolutely tiny. I remember when I first got them. I got them for Christmas when I was in 3rd or 4th grade. And I was so excited about it. I told my cousin, I was like, hey, we got Game Boys for Christmas, because I would always play my cousin's Game Boy when I went to their house. And she was like, oh, that's so cool. And she's like, what kind did you get? And I told her, and she's like, actually, that's not real. That is not a thing. You are lying to me. And I was like, I don't know how to tell you. I'm literally holding it in my hand right now. So, I have the Game Boy that, according to some, never existed. Yo! That's a big fish. I forget that this time of year, you can catch, like, some pretty crazy fish pretty easily. Spring in Animal Crossing is so fun. Hi, Paul! You've inspired me to play this game again. Ooh, I'm trying to inspire everyone in Alethea who has Animal Crossing to start playing it again, because I want to ask you guys to, like, get a group together and we could, like, play together. I think that would be fun. I've seen this one person. They themed their island based off of Disney World, and then they had all their friends come and visit, and they made like a video where they were pretending that it was the Sakura Blossom just flew into me and disappeared. But anyway, they made a video where they were pretending that they were actually at Disney World, and it was so cute. Nintendo is charging. Yo, let's go. I'm glad you found it. My island is doo-doo, but I would love that. I think that most people who think their islands are crap actually have pretty good islands. They're just not, like, meticulously laid out the way Animal Crossing Twitter tends to do. My island is under construction, though. I have torn a lot of it down, and I haven't built it back up. Only certain areas are, like, complete enough. But I think that just the nature of how I play Animal Crossing, my island will never actually be finished. So I don't have like a hard set theme that I'm doing. I have nothing specific in mind. Like some people who actually finish their islands. I'm trying to talk to Sky. There. Okay, I guess I'm just not allowed to talk to her. My Sky rights have been revoked. My island's a mess. Honestly, same. I have flowers everywhere. Literally, I will open my gates and let people just come take flowers if they need any, because I have more than I know what to do with, and I feel bad throwing all the hybrids away. Like, look at all of these blue roses. They are so hard to get, too. Like, I didn't breed them myself. I just bought them off of Nookazon. Because I don't understand. I just don't understand the rose breeding in New Horizons, because it's absolutely ridiculous. I am not a biologist. A birdhouse? I already know this DIY. I wish there were better things to do with the DIYs you already have. So I know some people have like stations on their islands for people to like take DIYs if they need or want them. But I don't have people come to my islands like that. And when people I kind of forgot. I hope that played for you guys. I think I have a advanced audio properties. I do have a sound alerts thing. I just don't have it showing up in my audio mixer, which is kind of dumb on my part. Okay, it did for me. Awesome. Very cool. I know when I first started using them, I had them running through desktop audio. So whenever I would mute it so that I wouldn't get double switch audio, then the sound alerts wouldn't work. And I just momentarily felt like it was doing that, even though I already set it up different. I was so ready for it too. Amazing. That low-key kind of spooked me. I am really bad about forgetting that people will just redeem sound alerts. I get too comfortable without them, and then they catch me off guard. I haven't played Animal Crossing since a couple months ago. Froggy, you gotta get on it. It's the best time of year to play Animal Crossing. Spring through summer is elite Animal Crossing time. Because it just looks so pretty. It's so pretty. What new DIY do I have? Or is this for the... Oh, it is for the cherry blossoms. But I love how the grass looks in spring and summer. And there's, I would say, about 90% of the creatures you can catch are catchable during like the spring and summertime. And then summer, you've got the sharks. The sharks are out during the summer. They're great. I love catching the sharks. The only reason fall is not terrible in Animal Crossing is because Halloween and peak autumn vibes. But for actually playing the game, spring and summer is the best time. I should probably dig up all of the fossils and everything. Let me get on as soon as my Nintendo is charged. Yo, awesome. Okay. I think I need to water that. I just tried to use Y like I was playing Stardew Valley. Okay. I don't know where my game card is. Oh no. Animal Crossing is the only game that I have a physical card for. All my other Switch games are just digital downloads. So it stays in my Switch. But there are other games I would like to get. And I'm gonna have to get physical copies because I do not have the space for any more digital downloads. And in my head, it is easier to just start buying physical copies than it is to get an SD card to hold some of my Switch storage. But you know what? It's fine. It is absolutely fine. I prefer to have physical games anyway. It's just impulse purchases for video games vibe really well with digital downloads. I think that sentence made sense. But anyway, if I digitally downloaded a game, then it's either the only way that I know how to get that game, or it was an impulse purchase. My birthday is coming up, and I'm planning to do a Nezuko Tanjiro photo shoot if my brother agrees to be Tanjiro. Yo, that is so cool! I hope it goes well. Is that really the first squid that I've caught since cooking? That just goes to show you what I've been doing in this game since the 2.0 update. That's not fishing. Wait, are squid even available year-round? Or are they only out? Some of the creatures, their availability has changed. Okay, yeah, they were out for most of the update. I just wasn't playing like that. Finally, I'm now going home. Yo, let's go. I hope the trains go very fast, but like safely fast. So like, the coelacanth is the one that I think of the most, because in this game, it's available year-round, but in New Leaf, it's only available through like November through like February or something like that. So I was so confused about some of the availability differences. I love catching all the butterflies. They're also the only bug models that I've gone out of my way to collect. Like, I've got mostly butterflies. I have a few, like, dragonflies that I thought were pretty. And just some, like, pretty ones. But most of the ones I have are the butterflies. That was by design. I think that's why I tend to play more in, like, the late spring and summer. It's because that's when all the butterflies are out. No! I wish there was a way to see tool durability. I've said it before and I'll say it a million times. But that would be very nice. So I know you can on, or at the very least, like a little indicator like in Minecraft would be great. Also, my little picnic area looks so nice now that it's actually spring. This is so cute. Hey, do I have any more fossils? There should be more fossils to dig up because I've only dug up a couple. Okay. Most of this land. There we go. There is something new. Oh, that's a gyroid. A Rattaloid. I still have not gotten the bong one. I don't know what it's called. But it's not that one. They have looked through your Instagram, amazing cosplays and photography angles. Thank you so much. I take most of my photos myself, but like at conventions and stuff, my friends take my photos for me. It's a lot of fun. How much do you have left? We still need 85 more to go. Sure, I'll help. Then what about the surprise of your tool breaking mid-swing? Ugh. Terrible. I'm updating Animal Crossing right now so I can play. Yo, awesome. Okay. Yeah, I made my nephew's house up there. Actually, I lied. The last time I played Animal Crossing was early March. Because I set up my nephew's profile so that he could play while I was at my parents' house. Very cool. I feel like I need to go get another net. Perfect. I don't want to go in with just 3 fossils to get them assessed because I know there's more out here that I just haven't found yet. I think there might be some in my storage. I'll have to go double check. Ollie says hi. It's the dino thing I sent in Discord from last stream. Oh, nice, nice. I loved that plush. That was so cute. I would like to sell things. Okay. This is all I got. Okay, sold. I don't think that's enough to buy a net, because the nets are 2,000. Oh, they're 2,500. Okay. I will not do that then. I will go home and make my own. They don't even have the star one out. I might have a spare star net, actually. That may not be true, though. I'm not sure. I would love if we could pay off that incline tonight, because that has been waiting to be paid off for over a month. See, I'm either really good about getting the money to pay off my builds in Animal Crossing. I'll either just go immediately take it out of my big account and pay it all off like day one, or I will sit and let it wait forever before I actually finish paying it off. Okay. So, oh, I do have a net. We'll use that. Do I have any fossils? I've got boba. Okay, those are not fossils though. I keep like being very amazed. Oh, we do have fossils. I keep being very amazed every time I see the items that got added last August, like the milk tea and the popsicles. I don't know why, they just always, I like them. You know what, we'll drink a mango tea. Oh, who came to visit? Soccer! Incline pog, yes! Now my nephew will actually be able to go to his tent and leave the cliff area. It's cool if I explore your house. I mean, I can't say no. Oh, well, I guess I'm just gonna come drink that in your face. I just want to put this away. There we go. Suddenly really felt like seeing you. I love Zucker. He is so cool. I love having the guy words out. Sometimes I feel a bit much. A bamboo speaker? Well, you must really dig music, huh? I was gonna change it, but okay. Bye, King Boo. I hope you have a good rest of your evening. The difference, I just got my house in Animal Crossing. Oof. Yeah, I've been playing since like a month after launch, and I have not like restarted my island. So this has been about 2 years in the making. Have you all ate? Yes. Yes, I have. I got home and I had some great ramen for dinner. A peach. Yo, nice. Okay, Sucker, I am just gonna leave my house and force kick you out because I don't want to just sit here and wait. I feel like I am missing a tool. Oh. I was. Okay. Alright, Sucker, it's time to leave. I will eat a burrito when I get home. Very nice. But do we believe you? I can't force you to believe anybody in the chat. That's up to you. Okay. We can have our tea again. Now that we're not gonna be rudely drinking it in Zucker's face. I absolutely love boba. It's just so nice. Every time I go down to like visit Haley, we always end up like going out to eat at like the same place and then getting boba at the same place, and I always get the same kind, and it's just so delicious. I keep absolutely miserably not catching those taco. Okay. Yo, another fossil! I don't like pizza. Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. I like pizza, but I'm no longer a very big pizza person because I can't eat pizza unless it's the kind that has the non-dairy fake cheese, which is actually pretty good. But pizza is one of those things now that I do not go out of my way to eat. What kind did you get? So I always get, it's honey lemonade is the flavor, and then I always get aloe vera, like boba balls in there, and it's so good together. It is literally perfect. They were made for each other. I wish things would stop floating over the water in areas where I can't reach it. There we go. Ate a whole block of cheese last week. Nice. That's a lot of cheese. I would be violently ill if I ate that much cheese. Okay. I think that's all of the fossils, so we can go get some, like, actual money now. I like that I'm keeping the general layout for the bottom half of my island, that the Dream SMP island kind of... I've completely lost that whole sentence structure. Basically, I'm keeping parts of the elements of the Dream SMP island because I really like the layouts. Blathers, do I have some fossils for you? That is 7 fossils. Oh boy. This will definitely have us pay off our incline. I got 200 followers on TikTok. Yo, let's go! Froggy's hitting their famous arc. That is very cool. Congratulations. Alright, while we're here, do you guys want to go see Blathers? There's this really cool person on Twitter that legit boycotted the game for over a year until they added Blathers. And it was really funny because when they did add Blathers, she started playing the game again, and it was really cool, like, watching her do things for the first time that the rest of the community had done, like, 2 years ago. Nice day for some coffee, hmm? Yes, let's go! Is he gonna ask us if we want pigeon milk? I think last time I came in here, he asked about pigeon milk, so... I don't know if that's something that happens more than once. The finest beans brewed to perfection. Even got you a clean cup. I am glad that he washes his dishes. Gotta get some milk. I didn't realize until someone said, yeah, that's very cool. Honestly, I feel like a lot of those follower milestones, you don't really notice it until someone points it out, or like I don't know, because there's not really like a notification that you get like, hey, you've just reached X amount of followers. So it's just like you either just notice it one day or someone points it out to you. A clean cup, what an honor. Brewster's really looking out for us. We're his #1 customer. Perfect. Okay. I know the first thing I want to do when I have friends on my island is we have to go check out my museum. I'm insanely proud of my museum because it's completely full. I've caught everything in the game. And I'm very proud of that fact. I have not done that in any of the other Animal Crossing games. In New Leaf, I'm missing both the tarantula and the scorpion because they're just really hard to catch. And they only spawn at really weird times and for only a month. So they're a lot easier to catch in this game. Impressive. Thank you, thank you. I think out of my friends, I think I'm the only person that I like personally know that has caught everything in the game. So that's pretty cool. Okay. Let's see what I think. Oh. There it is. We've officially visited Brewster 10 times. We're a caffeinated regular now. Ray is nearly at 2,000, or is it 2,000? Yeah, that's awesome. Very cool. Mary went to visit Mel from my island. Nice, nice. Hope you have fun, bestie. I love Mary. She's been on my island for... oh, geez. For a while, actually. I think I have her amiibo. I'm not really... if I have her amiibo, it's one of my bootleg ones. This could definitely give the place a different feel. Very cool. No, I've had her for a while. Let's see. That's not the map. These are the people I have on my island. I have my nephew, which I don't know if people are allowed to know his name, so we'll just not think about that. But then I've had... Sky is the newest one. She moved in, like, in February, I believe. Because Wolfgang moved out. But I've had these three forever. And I've had Zucker. Teddy was one of my, starter two that, like, I start the island with, so he's been here for the whole time. Zucker was my one of the first three that moved in, so he's been here basically the whole time, too. We are ride or die. And I've had Mary for a while, and I love her. She's one of my favorite cats. Me too, Mary makes me laugh so much. She's ever so slightly cursed. She's so great, though. I absolutely love her. Let's see. How do I see all the posters? I think they're just here. I love most of the characters. Eugene was my first campsite villager. I think he's most people's first campsite villager because almost everyone I know had Eugene visit their campsite first, and the game forces you to invite your first campsite villager. So that's kind of interesting, but I loved Eugene. He reminded me of Karamatsu from Osomatsu-san, so it was... And he, like, said buongiorno, which I know is a normal phrase, but my JoJo-infested brain rot diseased head was like, oh, he also talks about my favorite JoJo's characters, so of course we have to have him on our island. But I don't think I've had too many cats. I think I've had come into contact with more wolves than I have cats, but Mary's my favorite. Not all of these posters have lived on my island. They're amiibos that like either I had or my ex had that I scanned. I don't particularly care for Monique. Olivia gives me Rocky Horror Picture Show vibes, and I love that about her. And oh, it's not literally all the cats that I have. I have not gotten a lot of cats. But the other cats, I've never had Raymond, so I've never interacted with him. But he's a cool, like he's got a cool design, and he's a personality type that I tend to like. So I would probably like Raymond. But I also really like Kiki as well. I think she's cool. Will you land anywhere, or will you disappear on the weeds? It disappeared on the weeds. Okay. Well, that was probably a DIY recipe. Okay. I'm very not good at catching things out of the sky anymore. I used to be pretty good at it, but I don't know what happened. Okay, that's fair. I was just not online. Japanese, it's a low. Very cool, very cool. I don't know very much kanji, so I will take your word for it. I only know just a little bit, but even then it's a little hazy. It's been a while since I've studied it. One of my grandma's friends lived in Japan for a little while, but he was there for like through the army or something. I'm not really sure why he was there, but he only learned a little bit of Japanese. He never learned how to like read or write it, but he could like speak it enough to get by. So I still have my Japanese textbook. So he was over here a little while back, and we were just like going through my textbook, and I was telling him about like the different alphabets that they use. It was really cool. I've really got to get back into studying Japanese again. It's called Google Translate. Google Translate is actually, I can't speak for other languages, but I'm sure this rings true for most languages, but Google Translate actually gets a bit wrong for Japanese, and probably for every language. Because I know like when you do say, I think it is konnichiwa, or maybe it's, I don't remember which one, but a lot of times it shows you the wrong syllable, and so it gets it wrong. Because when you're like doing a sentence, so if you're saying oh geez, if you're like trying to say something is like you're talking about something and you go to use this phrase watashi wa, you don't actually use the symbol for wa, you use the symbol for ha, and then it's just like context clues. Do you know how to say it and what you're talking about? But Google Translate does not take any of that into account, so it will give you the wrong syllable a lot of the times. I don't know how trustworthy it is for kanji, so it may be right, it may not be. I have no idea. But I think it gets stuff wrong for most languages, because a lot of languages, well, I think most languages, if not all, have a bit of nuance to it. And I think Google Translate misses the nuance, or like the stuff that's like a bit weird. But that's how you can like take a sentence, run it through Google Translate a few times, and then have something completely different by the end of it, which is kind of interesting. Did I want to plant more bamboo out here? I don't remember what my thought process was. But I have a bunch more bamboo shoots now, so that's cool. I think I will plant some more. not there because it's not gonna grow next to the rocks, which really annoys me. But that's fine. I think I will plant one here. It's nearly midnight. Yo! Nice. Don't stay up too late though. Make sure you get plenty of rest. I know you say you're fine and you don't need rest, but don't overdo it. Okay. I have to make sure I put one on the same spot on the other side. I've already forgotten. My little pea-sized brain is struggling. Okay. So one in between. Okay. So it'll be where this red flower is, which means that pear tree's got to go. Can't stay there. Perfect. I don't know where to put it. I'll figure that out later. I don't know if you guys can hear that right now, but there's a mole cricket somewhere in that area. And I hate the mole crickets in Animal Crossing because you have to like listen for them and try to dig them up before you can catch them. And it's a nightmare. I'm very not good at doing that. Like I can hear, but I'm not good at like discerning a specific location. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. We're gonna throw in a little bit of a river. Basically, this stream is just me playing Animal Crossing the way I play Animal Crossing when I'm not streaming. So we're doing a little bit of everything, and we're a little bit all over the place. That's fine. I think most people are just here to hang and vibe. And basically just spend time with each other instead of actually watching a cohesive Animal Crossing gameplay. But I know in the past, whenever I'd play Animal Crossing, I usually had, like, a solid plan. Or it was a little more concrete on what the goal was for the day. Okay. I do hear that. They're the worst. I hate them so much. Like, I usually just catch the one that I need to catch for my encyclopedia and for donating it to the museum, and then I don't try to catch one ever again. The only times I have in the past was when I was trying to get scorpions and I had to get all the mole crickets out of the way on a mystery island. And it was a very painful process. Do not recommend. I only noticed it when you said it. Yeah, since I'm not like actively looking for it, I'm not hanging out in the area where it's the loudest, which is good. The one thing that Nintendo is lacking for this game, because they finally did better character customization, and they finally made it to where you can have different skin tones without having to like manipulate the game by like tanning. But they don't have, like, if you're deaf or hard of hearing, you're just gonna have to wing it to find the mole cricket. There's no like accessibility thing for that. I think about that a lot sometimes. I'm like, how are they supposed to play the game if the game requires sound that they cannot hear? And I get more stressed about it than I should, considering that I don't know anybody that, like, not... I don't know if that means I should be less stressed or not, like, not knowing anyone who's actively, like, struggling with that. But I get a little stressed for them sometimes. Sometimes I feel like I'm a little too empathetic. Yes, yes, here to vibe. Yeah, I love that. I think that is so perfect that, like, I've created a community that is just here for the vibes. I don't think I think for the most part, you guys don't really care what I play. As long as it's not like an atrocious game. Which is good because I don't play high skill games, and when I do play high skill games, I'm not good at them. Like I remember one time I streamed Overwatch and I used to play Overwatch a lot with Roy and Libby and my brother. Oh, that's not gonna grow. I've gotta put the river back. Okay. I think I can curve this corner and it'll still grow though. I don't think so. Okay. Back to the drawing board. You have no hate, just vibe. Absolutely. Make it more accessible, besties. Literally, like, I know very little about coding and game design, so I don't know why they didn't, or if it's like a thing that is just not easily done with the way this game is, but I'm not sure. It does kind of suck though, especially because this was like the game of, well, I don't know if it was like the game of the year, like officially, but it was the game of the year this time in 2020, which was kind of crazy because I remember reading, like seeing all these articles pop up that was like talking about the game, and it was people who very clearly had never played an Animal Crossing game before in their lives, and they were complaining about the game, and all of the issues they had with this game are just very much what Animal Crossing is at its core, and what all the games have been like. So it's like, bestie, do a little bit of research before you drop $60 on a game. Just because everyone's playing it and hyping it up doesn't mean you're gonna like it. So I thought that was like, I legit, I think I got madder about it than I should have. Because I before reading Animal Crossing articles, I did not have any strong opinion towards the company Polygon. After reading Animal Crossing articles, I very strongly disliked the company Polygon. We used to vibe because Justin McElroy and Griffin McElroy used to do like videos with them, like Griffin's Amiibo Corner and Monster Factory, and those were cool. I think they still do Monster Factory on their own, the McElroy brothers do, which is great because it's a good series. I think I'm gonna leave that as is, and then we'll make some kind of marsh here. I think that would be cool. I don't know what needs to go for a marsh. I don't know what to put here. I don't think I've ever seen hate in this chat, the chat of Froglins. Yeah, but the people who are regularly here are all very nice, very chill people. We've had a couple trolls sometimes. Pinky can attest. I have been very slow to put trolls in their place in the past. But luckily, it doesn't happen very often, which is extremely lucky for me, being a feminine looking and feminine presenting streamer, and then also with the LGBT tags. I've got a lot going for me that would incentivize more trolls showing up, but they don't, and I'm very grateful. Cherry blossom branches, let's go. I want to see what that is. What is that? So a lot of these seasonal stuff I try not to get on Nookazon because I want to like get it organically through the game, or at least try to. So a lot of the, oh that's cool, a lot of the cherry blossom DIYs, I have no idea what they are. Haley gave me this one when I first got the game. It was very sweet of her. Yeah. Okay, I'll allow that. I mean, we talk about cannibalism, cosplay, murder, LGBT. Yeah, we talk about a lot of stuff here, but it's never in the way that's like harmful towards people. I don't know if we should continue to talk about murder since that did get caught by the auto mods. eat doors. I would like to not eat doors, but I'm not gonna tell you what to do or what not to do. Oh. I did not know we had that going. Okay. Something Ray recommended? Ah. Well, if Ray would like to eat doors, then that is their prerogative, but I cannot relate. Hi, Spo Caviar, how are you? Needs to be a fart reverb sound effect. I'll definitely take that into consideration. I have been thinking on and like working on reworking some of my channel point stuff. That could be a fun one. I feel like I could get my brother to participate in chat more if I have that. Okay. I actually don't want to put anything away. I would like to get something out, please. Or at least see what's in my inventory. I'm thinking I want to build a marsh over where we just were. And I have just realized that the wheat fields exist. And I know for a fact I do not have any wheat fields in my inventory because all the ones I have are in the farm area. But I think I can color those green and make it look like tall grass. I think that is the plan. Okay. I think that's what we're gonna do. I think I will refrain from getting leaf piles for now, because they're like a weird shape. They're 2.5 blocks. Or like a block and a half. They're not like an actual solid block. What is the statue that Zucker gave us? Oh, it's this little dude. Okay. That's probably the fake one. I think that's one of the statues where the fake one is haunted, which is very cool. Okay. I need to order more of those wheat fields. Oh, why am I just pressing every button but the right one? Animal Crossing is amazing. I agree. It is one of my favorite games. Definitely in the top 2. Okay. Just gonna order the max 5. They'll be here tomorrow. Perfect, okay. Now we can get back to making bells so that we can pay off our incline. Somebody's playing Minecraft Dungeons. So my friends list on my Switch is a combination of people I actually know. A couple people slipped through from my Pocket Camp days. And then, like, when the game first came out, Katie from the Egg SMP had a Discord server with some of their IRL friends. And they invited me to it for a little while. And it was very cool. And so I have a lot of them on my friends list, but I don't actually know who they are, and the Discord server no longer exists. So, yeah. I just have a bunch of people that I don't know who they are. Like, most of the time when somebody pops up while I'm streaming, it is someone that I just don't know who that is. Which I think is so funny. Can't stop them. Every time I open TikTok, someone tagged Eric. Oh no. Y'all are gonna get that man to show up in one of your videos. And they'll just be there. It's Wednesday. Don't you stream on Tuesdays? So today's Tuesday, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, today's Tuesday, Froggy. But if it is midnight where you are, then it's technically Wednesday for you. But it is still Tuesday for me. Okay. Seashells, I feel like, are very underrated. Because if you get a lot of them, you can make a lot of money. And I don't have any in my inventory that currently stack, but some of them will stack. So you could potentially hold more. Let's see if this is a sea bass. There we go. It's Tuesday here still. Yeah, I think it's no longer Tuesday in like the UK and stuff. It's probably still Tuesday in like Greenland. And then everywhere in the US is still Tuesday. Forgot about time zones. Just time itself, yeah. Time zones are they definitely complicate things. Like, a lot of the times when anime releases, so like in the West, like the Western fandom will have like JoJo Fridays or Yuri on Ice Wednesdays. I miss those days. Or like Osomatsu Mondays, because that's when it would release here, but it would actually be releasing like the next day in Japan just because of time zones. I think that's so cool, especially because like the day that it releases is like such a part, like an integral part of the fandom. And I think that's kind of cool. And it sucks. I know anyone that even remotely likes JoJo's Bizarre Adventure has probably already complained about this to its fullest. But, the way Netflix released Part 6, which is Stone Ocean, also the only female JoJo's. So this Part 6 gets hated on and mishandled a lot when it doesn't deserve it, just because it's like the female part. I am not straight. Me neither, Froggy. But why am I here? Oh. Yes, my fishing rod. But the way Netflix released Stone Ocean, like they're doing batch episodes, so like they released the first 12 back in December, they're releasing the next 12 later this year, like in the fall or something. But they're killing like the fandom culture of like the weekly release, and they're killing off a lot of the conversation that would normally take place about the individual arcs. So now the only takeaway is like the overall things, or like the final battle when that finally releases, because no spoilers, but the final arc in Stone Ocean for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is gut-wrenching. If you're attached to the characters, it's so sad. And it's also just, it's huge. It is absolutely insane. I watched Turning Red today and watched Death on the Nile yesterday. Very cool. I loved Turning Red. I thought it was a very cute movie. I feel like while I'm not the target audience, because I am well past the age of puberty, I was still kind of the target audience for, I guess not the target audience, but I'm familiar with where the creators were coming from, so I got a lot of the references that were like references to other media, which I thought was cool, because I usually don't pick up on that a lot, especially when it's... I've just completely lost my train of thought. But basically, there's a lot of like anime influence in Turning Red, and I feel like we're reaching the point, or I'm reaching the point, where a lot of these like newer creators in media are like, while they may not be my age, we're still in like the same bracket where we would have watched a lot of the same stuff and been influenced by a lot of the same stuff. And then in anime, there's like these classics that everyone watches, even like today, people will go back and watch them. Like Neon Genesis Evangelion, which gets referenced a lot everywhere, even in Steven Universe, which was kind of funny. But I thought that was cool, being able to actually pick up on like, oh, I see what you did here. I know exactly what this is. Which was so wild, because before I had saw the movie, I had seen like reviews or people talk about how they were like, the creators said they were influenced by anime, but there's nothing about this movie that is clearly like influenced by anime. But then I watched it and I was like, are y'all dumb? Do you just not watch anime? Because it's so blatantly obvious. Alright. Have I shown you guys the inside of Teddy's house? Because I remodeled it a little while back, and I'm so proud of it. Teddy house reveal. Just got home, gonna eat dinner, and I'll be back. Awesome! Glad you made it home. I watched it with my sister, and I am sitting there with my sister as this person draws this man. I loved that part. I had been watching it with my friend, and we just died laughing, because my friend was like that. Thank you, Saf Oat Milk, for the hydrate. Also, hello, Saf Oat Milk. I hope you've been having a good day. Yeah, I remodeled Teddy's house, and I love it. I even put, like, stuff on the ceiling, and I think it's super cool. Alright. What you making, bud? It's been too long. Pow! Okay. I want to know what you're making. You're not gonna believe it. I already have a fossil door plate. Teddy, I learned this 2 years ago. Perfect. Very cool. Well, this is my first Animal Crossing stream, so I haven't seen his house. Oh! Alright. So this is his house. This is not what his house normally looks like. I remodeled it because I have the DLC that lets you do that. I'm very excited about it. Froggy, thank you for the hydrate. Drowning a streamer. Like, I get that it's fun to do that, and I have definitely participated in doing that in my friends' chat, but I also essentially just drown myself because I do not stop drinking water while I'm streaming. Thank you again for the hydrate, Froggy. Alright, my water bottle's feeling not as heavy as I thought it should be, but it's fine. We are still a little over halfway. Cheers, Froggy. Last time? Alright. Very cool. Thank you for the hydrate, Froggy. I'll have you guys know, it's been kind of chilly where I live recently because of all the rain. So it's like, it's pretty comfortable in my room with this like giant, essentially snuggie type thing. It's a kigurune, so it's like, it doesn't look like a snuggie, but it's made out of like that soft blankety material. So I'm pretty comfy in that, but my room is kind of chilly. So my water is like the perfect temperature for drinking and it being very refreshing. So it's just good vibes all around. Yeah, I fucked that up. I can see my own breath and it was snowing. Oh, wow. That is... I personally would be upset about snow in April, but I have always lived in the southern region of America, like the United States. So I'm used to it being basically 2 steps below summertime, this time of year. Like, I even told my grandma that I feel like it's been uncharacteristically cold recently, and she's like, no, it's not. You're just not used to this weather because you've spent the last several years living farther south. So I just don't remember that April can be a little chilly sometimes. But I think I'm also just very excited for summer this year because summer is always a good time for me. I always thrive in the summer, even though it's hot, like hotter than what should be safe for a human being sometimes. I always have a good time in the summer. So I'm very excited to see what happens this summer. I don't have any strong plans other than a convention at the end of May, but I feel pretty good about where we'll go as a streaming community this summer. I don't have any plans, but I'm gonna manifest. I have an idea for when I want to do my first ever like long stream, and by long, probably just gonna be 12 hours or so. but I have an idea of when I want to do that. And it's not like a specific date or anything, but just like a certain point in our growth here as a community. And I'm being very optimistic about it right now. I'm thinking maybe we'll get there this summer, which would be super cool if we do, but there's no guarantee of anything. A 12-hour stream. Yeah, I would like to do, so it's not like a concrete number, but I have like a certain point in my head where it's like once I get here, I want to do like a subathon essentially. And right now there's no concrete like follower count or anything like that, but just like a certain point in our journey when the vibe is right. But I've already been thinking about what we would do for that stream, and I think it's gonna be so fun, and I'm very excited about it. So, that being said, by the time this happens, it'll be something that'll have several months of thinking and brain power in the making, so it better be good. Because I've been thinking about it. But I think it'll be really cute. Okay. Why is this all the way over there? Jeez. Oh, I think I want to go put this pear tree up here, actually. Gonna check your schedule to see if you're supposed to go live that day? Oh. I'm at my Nana's, that's why she lives in the valley. Live that day. What day are you talking about? I'm a little lost here about the flow of conversation. But if it's a Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday, then there is a 99% chance that I will be live. The only times that I'm not live on those days is if I've got something going on, like IRL. Because I will skip streams, if I go visit my parents, or if they come visit me. And then I also skip streams for conventions. I'm thinking for the next convention, I may just skip the Thursday stream instead of like streaming from the convention hotel. Because this next convention, even though we're staying at the host hotel, it's laid up a little differently, so it's not like right there. But I'll think about it. This convention is like a nicer time of year. So usually during the dead time like that, like a Thursday evening when there's not a lot going on, we would be outside like taking pictures and stuff, so I'll see what the vibe is, but I'm currently planning on skipping that. I'm also just a lot more comfortable these days skipping streams when I need to. Because I remember back in August, I would like stream, this was when I was still on my laptop, so that might be part of it, because now I'm less willing to stream on my laptop. But I remember I would like go to my parents' house. There was one weekend in particular we were there for my mom's birthday, and I was like, well, I know we're only here for a couple of days, but I gotta go stream. And my mom was like, really? On my birthday? I was like, yeah, we've been spending all day together. I can't skip streams. And she's like, okay. But now I'm like, yeah, I'll skip a stream for a whole week just to come visit. So I remember last time I was down there, it was Tuesday evening, and my mom was like, don't you have a stream to do? I was like, I canceled them this week. But I've also been very, very open to my parents about how streaming was wearing my laptop out, so... Because that was my justification for buying a PC when I technically didn't really have... Probably shouldn't have, because I dipped into my savings account. But you know, would I really be a streamer if I didn't make questionable financial choices regarding my PC? Because I feel like that's a thing everyone does. I see a lot of people joking about it on TikTok. It's in December, so it's fine. Ah. Yeah. I am hoping my life will be very different in December, but I've broken my shovel. Okay. Let's go sell what we've got. I do know that when I become a full-time content creator, I would like to stick to my schedule because I like schedules. That might be the autism or neurodivergency, but I enjoy having a schedule. But I also feel like once I do become a full-time content creator, I might do a little bit more impromptu streaming, just off schedule, depending on what I feel like. Because sometimes I'm like, man, I would love to stream every single day, but right now I realistically could not do that. Because I have things to do. I can't just stream every day. But I would love to. I think that would be fun. Yo, let's go. We're making money. We're so rich. Should I finish that sentence? May have missed my... Yeah, I think I'm missing a little bit of context. But that's okay. I am piecing together that you've got something going on in December. And you want to know if I will be streaming during that event. I need to go buy another shovel. I forgot. How have I already forgotten? Do I have a shovel in my inventory? I don't think I do. But I'm already up here, so I'm gonna go check. Yeah, basically what I was saying is by December, I have very lofty goals. I very much would like to be doing something else for my full-time job by December. And ideally, I would like for that to be content and streaming. But there's no telling. That is the goal. Definitely the goal. I do know. What do I know? I said that, but I had like nothing in mind to follow up after that. What do I know? Why did I say that? I need to buy my shovel. I think I'm losing it. That day's my birthday? Oh, nice. Very cool. You didn't tell me which day specifically, but I assume you'll bring it up as it gets closer. But that is very, very cool. A December baby. My friend Libby is also a December baby. Her birthday is Christmas Eve though. So that makes birthday plans a little bit more difficult for her. She usually has to celebrate like a week before or like a week after. We usually do like a week before. Do I have enough money to pay off the bridge? And by bridge, I mean incline. I think I do. I probably don't. If I don't, then I just barely don't have it. Yeah, we need 45 more. Sure. Let's go. How much do I need exactly? 12,766. All right. The first. Oh, awesome. Very cool. I know someone who's born on Christmas. That is cool, but it also probably sucks for them to have their birthday literally on such a huge holiday. Unless I live in an area where Christmas isn't like the mainstream, but I think most places have something going on for Christmas. Early evening in Animal Crossing just has such great vibes. It's very, like, the music is good, the lighting is good, more so like 6 o'clock than 7:30. But it's just nice. It's very nice. I think we're gonna bring some lamps over here. I think that would be cool. Just a fact, I think I have. Oh, cool. What if I just host a flower digging competition for my friends? And they just come dig up all the flowers, and I'll create plots, like on the beach or something, where they can place all the flowers they dig up, and whoever digs up the most and places the most within like 5 to 10 minutes wins. And that can be how I clean up my beach. Or not clean up my beach, but that's how I get my flowers under control. I'll let them like take however many they want afterwards. I think that would only work for my streaming friends if I'm like, hey guys, what if we do this for content? Because my IRL friends who don't stream would probably be like, Mel, respectfully, no. I never did see what Kik had today. That's okay, I have no money. So, it does not matter. I was saying, I think I have your birthday saved on my phone. My birthday? Very cool. I am 100% certain that I have said when my birthday is on stream before. I've also said on TikTok, because I made a goal with myself. I was like, I want to hit affiliate on Twitch by my birthday, because in my head, so this is basically where I was last summer. I was looking for a job. I couldn't even get hired at the grocery store down the street from where I'm currently living. That's how rough it was. But I was trying my hardest to get a job, and then getting a job like in the field that I studied in college turned to desperately just trying to get any form of employment so that I didn't have to move back to my parents' house. Not that there would be anything wrong with moving back to my parents' house, but I had lived there for 24 years just about, and I was kind of ready for a change of pace. And most of my friends were closer to where I am now. And I was just excited to feel less like a child and more like a fully grown adult who just so happens to live with their grandma. But I made a deal with myself. I was like, if I can reach affiliate by my birthday, then that is a sign that I'm not wasting my time with streaming and content stuff. And I don't know why I set that deadline for myself, because even if I never even hit affiliate, I don't think it'd be a waste of time, because I'm still making friends, having fun, and just having a good time. And even if I don't reach the goals that I would like to reach, I don't think that'd be wasting time, because I'm still getting a lot of stuff out of this. And even if I wasn't, just having fun enough makes it not wasting my time. But anyway, I felt like if I didn't reach it by my birthday, then I would be out of time. I don't know why I thought that, so I can't really expand further. But I did officially hit affiliate right before, like 2 days before my birthday. I think my birthday was on a Monday. I had the stream Saturday that pushed me over the edge of actually hitting affiliate. And then I got the email on Sunday, which was cool. So it all happened like right before my birthday, last minute. So now I know when I manifest something and like really push for something, it's gonna be just like me and wait until the deadline to come to fruition. Which honestly, that has happened before. When I was in college, it was when I first started going to anime conventions. I had a summer job that paid for the first ever anime convention that I went to. And then the tax returns on that summer job paid for the anime convention that I was going to several months later. Like, the one in May. But my parents were like, even though you have the money, you're not gonna go to this convention if you don't have a job. So I was like, all right, let me practice some witchcraft. I put my whole heart and soul into manifesting having a job in time to go to the convention. And fun thing about conventions, you technically can buy your tickets at the door, but it's better to pre-order them, pre-register, because the pre-registration line typically goes by just slightly faster. It's less of a headache because I don't have to keep up with money during registration. And it's also cheaper if you pre-register, even at the last minute pre-registration deal. So I would have needed that job a month ahead. And you know when I got that job? A week before the deadline to pre-register. So it was last minute. And I think that's just how my life rolls, which is kind of fitting, because that's also how I do everything. But yeah, August 16th is when I have it saved. That is very correct. But I told myself, I was like, I need to hit affiliate by my birthday. And then I did, which is super cool. It was very cool. But I also thought it was funny that it waited to like a couple days before, so it was kind of like a birthday present from Twitch. And I knew that I wasn't going to be like partner or anything by the end of the year. But I wanted something by the end of the year. I didn't have a clear thing in mind, but I was like, by the end of the year, maybe we'll be making some money. And I got my first pay. I didn't get the first payout until January, but I reached the first payout threshold by the end of December. So literally by the end of the year, we made a little bit of progress. Because when I told my parents that this was what I wanted to do, like for real as my career, they were like, okay, because they know that it's not like guaranteed, it's not easy, and they knew a lady who was a niche internet micro celebrity like decades ago with a written blog, and it did not go well for her. And they're like, don't be like this lady. And I was like, first of all, it's too late. I'm never gonna be like this lady. I'm not selling lies about myself. But anyway, I just think it's funny because every time I'm like, hey, I want to do this, they're like, be careful you don't end up like this lady that we knew. It's like, don't even worry about it. But my parents are always like, well, how is this gonna make you money? Is this gonna be a thing you can do? I was like, yeah, I just gotta do all this first. And they're like, okay, we'll support you, but you don't put all of your eggs in this basket. And I'm like, you know what, very fair. Very fair. I am gonna put all but one of my eggs in this basket. Which I don't think is what they mean when they say don't put all of your eggs in a basket. But honestly, I think my parents are a little skeptical because they knew like several years ago I wanted to be a YouTuber, and I like started trying to make money on YouTube, but I never ever hit it was years and I never hit the $100 payout threshold. So my AdSense account that I like did YouTube through has had $40 in it for the last 6 years. And that's all I got. And then YouTube changed how they do monetization, and so I'm no longer like eligible because I don't meet the minimum watch hours. So my parents are like, yeah, that's probably not gonna be a thing for you. It's a fun creative outlet, but it's a hobby, and that's all you need to treat it as right now. And I was like, yeah, fair enough. Absolutely fair. But I think it's very cool. Like, a lot of people, well, I say a lot, I'm just generalizing here, but some of my friends, their parents are like, I don't understand what's going on, but like, you're having fun and that's great. And then I've seen some people on TikTok, their parents are like, thinking the worst and assuming the worst about what they're doing. And like, I'm very lucky, I guess, that my parents, while they are being realistic and trying to keep me grounded in reality, they're also supportive. And I also think it's very funny. When I told my 70-year-old grandma that this is what I wanted to do with my life, she was like, I don't understand streaming, I don't understand why people want to watch this, but I think this is so cool, and I think it would be the best thing for you if you like did that and were able to work for yourself. I was like, I am so excited that I've got my 70-year-old grandma on board with this silly little idea. You know, telling a group to watch you. Wait, what do you mean by that? Like, go finding a group of people? Ooh. Hello? Okay. I am a very strong believer that word of mouth advertising is the best kind of advertising. And by word of mouth, I'm also including people making content about you. Because every YouTuber that I've ever gotten really into, I got into them through recommendation of friends or seeing edits and clips on TikTok. So like, Roy was the person who told me to watch Hermitcraft, and now it has completely changed the course of my life. And then I didn't know about the Dream SMP until very late 2020, early 2021. I'm just gonna go sell all these. And the whole reason I found out about the Dream SMP and got interested in the Dream SMP and all of those streamers is because people were making cosplay content. I was like, yo, this is angsty as hell. And then I started, as I interacted with the cosplay content, I started seeing more clips, seeing more edits, and I was like, yo, okay. And after a couple months of like constantly having this show up on my For You page, I was like, I'm gonna bite the bullet and check it out. What is this? Why are these British people being angsty on my For You page? What is going on? And a lot of the media that I've gotten really into over the last like decade or so, the whole reason I started it was just through seeing other people be excited about it. So I think that is the best form of advertisement. And I think I make edits too, yeah, and they're very cool, and I like that. I think that is very awesome. But like, that's what I'm talking about. Stuff like that, I think, is a really good way of getting more people to get their eyes on you. But you also, like, I would like to start making more fan edit-esque type TikToks of my content instead of me just being like making streamer content, because I feel like a lot of the TikToks I make that are not just me doing fun, silly TikTok trends that could be put on like a personal account are very much like streamer TikTok stuff, where I post stream clips or I make jokes and participate in trends that only streamers are doing and engaging with. So I would like to do different TikTok stuff. Maybe not fan edits in the way that you do, Froggy, because I don't think I could just sit there and make an edit with pictures of myself and be like, yeah, this is banger content. Because it's, like, when other people do it, it's cool, but when I do it of myself, it's like, I've been staring at my face for way too long. It feels narcissistic. But I think it would be cool to, like, do fun stuff. Stan culture, but for my own content, and I'm making it of myself. One of the videos has more than 100 views. Yo, awesome! And it's very cool, Froggy. I am glad that you were getting views on your work, because nothing feels better than making content and then having other people like see and enjoy your content and making it known that people have seen and enjoyed it. So like commenting or just being able to see a view count, it's like, yo, this many people has seen this thing that I've made. That is so cool. So I'm going to get blocked one day by either you or Eric. Absolutely not. Honestly, I think most people, especially people with larger followings like Eric, are not gonna block someone over getting tagged repeatedly. I think they save the blocking for more inappropriate behavior, and also, I hate to say it, but I'm sure Eric gets tagged and stuff all the time, so she probably doesn't even notice half the tags that are going on because there's just too many. Like, you notice the volume, but I don't think you were looking at individual ones like that. So Eric may not even realize that like your friends and viewers keep tagging her in your videos, so he's probably like, oh, these are so many tags, but they don't even realize that most of them are like for the same creators' videos. If that makes you feel any better. I don't know if it does. But if I were you, that would make me feel better. A rancho? There's a strat to this. If you stand still while holding your net up until he calms down, then he's not gonna murder you. Bingo. Disgusting! I caught a tarantula. The situation just got hairy. I love that they are so expensive to sell. I do not like tarantulas. They're too big of a bug. Speaking of bugs today, I had a whole box of plants that I got to put up outside today, and there were like, my first clue that it was more than just plants in this box was I saw a cocoon on one of the nettings. Disgusting! That is perfect timing. Because the cocoon did look gross. I didn't realize it was a cocoon until later, when I saw a TikTok of this person who was raising caterpillars and showed the cocoon, and I was like, oh, that was a cocoon and not like a dead bug. But anyway, there were like a bunch of caterpillars, and I like caterpillars. They're one of the few bugs that I'm not viscerally disgusted by. So I thought they were cool. It was very cool. I don't do bugs, but there are a handful of bugs that I do not mind. I'm afraid of, I'm not disgusted by bumblebees, but I am afraid of being stung, so I don't fuck with bumblebees. But I like ladybugs, and I like caterpillars. I like butterflies. I've never touched a butterfly. They tend to stay away from me, which, you know, very fair. Okay, that's enough. That's enough to go finish the incline, I think. But I like butterflies, and I like earthworms. And I think that is it. That is absolutely it for the bugs IRL that just don't viscerally disgust me. I forgot grasshoppers. I've never seen a mantis IRL. And then dragonflies, like, I'm not disgusted by them, but they kind of freak me out a little bit. But if I saw a dragonfly, I'd be like, oh, that's cool. Not gonna touch it, but that's cool. But then, like, most other bugs that I see, like roaches, I don't do roaches. I see a roach 10 feet away from me, my toes are curling up. I don't like them. I do not deal with them. I wish they did not exist. And I feel the same way about most bugs. I've gotten comfortable with like small spiders. Like if there's a spider in the room, I'm not gonna freak out, but if it was like touching me, I would be very upset. I stood on a bee once. My brother, when he was a baby, and by baby I mean toddler, stepped on a wasp and he was barefoot and it was not a fun time. But that's wild. The little dancey dance. I made the little dancey dance emote partially as a joke, but also like as a I wanted to get an animated emote out, but I didn't feel like drawing like a real animation. So I made the little stick figure guy because I thought it'd be funny. And I'm glad I did. I really love it. It doesn't match any of my other emotes, but I made it like my favorite color, so it... Oh! Awesome! Okay. Never had ramen from the sky before. That's kind of cool. Let's see. What kind of fish is this gonna be? Sea bass and like the other big fish look very similar. This is, but like I've noticed a lot of times the oarfish will just be slightly different. And it's like not a different that is super noticeable, but it's just like something is off with the shadow. It doesn't have the same vibe as like a sea bass or some of the other big fish. So I thought that was kind of cool. Well, that's just embarrassing. I don't think I've ever seen a cockroach. They look repulsive. I'm not gonna pull one up on stream just because I don't feel like going through the effort. But they're just kind of gross. Let's come to the UK. So, I think there's more than 2 different types of cockroaches, but in my experience with what I've seen, you have the cockroaches that are there because you live in the woods and they're like from the trees and from the ground. And they're pretty big. They're bigger than some other roaches. And they're like gross. They're just disgusting. But then you have cockroaches that are there because the place is filthy. Those are the 2 reasons you have cockroach infestations. You're fucking disgusting, and that attracts the roaches. Or you just live in the woods, and the roaches are just there. So, they're not fun. But the ones that are like there because you're gross are smaller. And they're not as viscerally disgusting, which is kind of weird. My family rented a house once while we were in the process of buying and moving into a different house. And the person who had lived there before, like, no hate to them, they were very obviously doing drugs in the house because there was like residue and stuff. And so they were probably going through something. But the house was disgusting. Like, the people who we were renting it from, before we moved in, spent hours scrubbing the house down because of how gross it was. And because of that, there was, like, a cockroach infestation, and we had to, like, bomb the house with, like, the bug bombs before we moved in. And those roaches were, like, they were kind of small. They were tiny. Some of that might have been because they were babies, but also, like, they were just small. So, I feel like, and I've seen that, like, where I work also has like some roaches because it's a grocery store. There's food everywhere, stuff goes bad, like, and people are kind of gross anyway, especially like when you leave stuff in the break room. So you're gonna attract critters. Like, that's just how it is. But the roaches there are also like the tiny ones that are like an indication of they're there because the environment is gross and filthy. So I think it's kind of weird that the ones that are there for filth are small and less unnerving than the ones that are there because you live in the woods. Okay, let's go test our luck with a mystery island. I'm gonna do one of the Captain Islands, 'cause I haven't been on one of those in a while. And I know sometimes you can get some really cool stuff. So here's to hoping we have good luck and we get a cool island. Ready to take a tour? Yes, let's go! Perfect. Most of the time when I'm in that like island designer mode, I never go out of it myself. I go out of it when I go to do stuff, forgetting that I'm in it. 5 minutes till 1 a.m. Yo, nice! Trying to find the rhythm. Believe it or not, back in the day I used to be lean and mean. Okay. Some vibes. I love getting serenaded by Captain. His songs are always very fun. I love that you can clap for him in this game, because I don't think you could clap in New Horizons. You could just sit there or skip through it. And you could skip through it, but I choose not to because it feels mean. We arrived! Okay, oh! Glow moss. I don't have a lot of this stuff. Oh. I see a rancho. Oh boy, okay. I have returned. Welcome back, Doc. I hope your dinner was delicious. And that tarantula is in a very difficult spot. There's nothing I can do about catch. Okay, I think it despawned. It was? Thank you. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Froggy, are we cannibalizing the chat? Have some soup. Return of the ginger soup. Let's go. Okay, we've got our gyroid. Gyroid? I always pronounce it like I would pronounce GIF. But I hear a lot of people say it with like the J sound instead. And the more I hear it, the more that feels like it's probably correct. So I'm not really sure. I do not know how I should be saying that. But I also don't think it matters too much. Glowing moss 4. I think I do not have that. However you want. Yeah, I don't think it matters all that much. I just didn't know if there was like... I'm sure there is a correct way to say it. Cockroaches are insects of the order Blatodea, which also includes termites. I did not know that. About 30 cockroach species out of 4,600 are associated with human habitats. Some species are well known as pests. Yeah, Oh, geez. When I was still in college, I was on campus, and I kid you not, it was dead by a trash can, but I saw a cockroach that was about that, like this thick, like in width, and then probably about that long, maybe. It was absolutely revolting. I did not know that cockroaches got that big in Georgia. I've only seen one that big before, luckily, because it was absolutely the worst experience of my life. That might be a bit of an exaggeration. Okay, I've got all I wanted to get here. May itch a little bit, but not like a mosquito bite. They bite you? I didn't know that they could bite you. I mean, I try not to touch them. I've only touched a cockroach once in my life because one of the houses we were in was kind of nestled in the woods. And I was just chilling. I was laying down on my phone, and it was dark. I was just scrolling, and all of a sudden, I feel something land on my forehead. I'm like, that's not normal. And so I kind of like shake my head, and I pull my phone and like shine the light, and there's this, luckily it wasn't a giant cockroach, but it was a pretty big cockroach just chilling on my arm, and I died. It was the worst. That's the only time I've ever touched a cockroach. On your forehead? Oh no, yeah, it was terrible. I was like, that, I never have had anything fall on my head while I was chilling in my room like this. So that, first of all, not a good sign. It was terrible. I think I actually, it was the worst. It's like one of those things that it's not scary, but my body reacts to it like it's scary. So it's like flinging, and then my heart rate goes up. It's like, in all honesty, my heart rate should not be up like this, because all I did was just see a bug that I know for a fact will not harm me in any way. I just hate it that much. I will not be biting at Froggy. I would rather die than bite a cockroach. Thank you very much. That's wild. I've only ever seen them scurry. I hate them. I did see one time. I'd like gotten up in the middle of the night and I was walking down the hallway, and it was, the more I like tell my cockroach stories, the more it sounds like we had a cockroach infestation. We really didn't. They would just get in the house sometimes because they were just all around outside. But I was walking down the hallway one night and I see this cockroach. No lie. It's like kind of stuck on the baseboard, and he's trying to climb up the wall, and then he just flips over on his back and he can't get up. He stayed there for hours. So he was still there on his back when I got up again in the morning. I was like, oh, I watched this man screw himself over and he could not get out of it. I think he either died in place, or he was just playing dead and we vacuumed him up with like the hose. There was another time there was a cockroach I was trying to vacuum up, and it wasn't too big to fit in the hose, but it was too heavy to be suctioned up, and that hurt my feelings a lot. That meant I actually had to like get close to it with like a paper or something and scoop it up to throw it away. This was also around the same time our vacuum cleaner was kind of not doing too well, so that probably had more to do with it than the cockroach just being a thick boy. I learned that about centipedes because they sometimes show up in my current place, because, you know, very, very old house, that they can bite, sting, and apparently it can hurt as bad as a bee sting. But yeah, centipedes don't want anything to do with human, it's only self-defense. That's fair. I don't actually know the difference between a centipede and a millipede. Like, I know the difference is one is 100 legs and another is like 1,000,000. Do I? Okay. Okay, I was getting confirmation on what I saw so that I did not lie to chat. I saw, so most of the time when I do see a centipede, they're the baby ones. I don't see very big ones. But I saw a big one. Not like a big one, but a biggest one I've ever seen IRL, but it wasn't like the gross looking big one. It was still gross looking, but it wasn't like the ones in Animal Crossing. But I saw, so my grandma's house also has centipedes. There is currently a dead one that has been in between the carpet and the baseboard in my closet. And the vacuum cleaner she has cannot get it out. So I just kind of have accepted it as a feature. I'm pulling this up because it's relevant to conversation. But I saw a centipede scurry across the basement floor a week ago. And I was like, oof. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpius. Oh, you're just listing things. Hello, Jelly Moondog. How are you? I hope you've been having a good day. Centipede looks like a fuzzy boy. They do, but like not in a good way. Like caterpillars look fuzzy in a good way, like a good friendly way. Centipedes look fuzzy and like hairy in the way that a decrepit man would look. Someone sent it in a Discord group I'm in. Oh, cool. They centipedes eat other bugs, so they're actually kind of chill. Yeah, that's why my grandma's like super chill with having centipedes, because she also, like, she lives in a neighborhood, but her house kind of backs up to the woods. So she gets a lot of bugs in her house sometimes, especially in the basement. So she's like, yeah, we've got centipedes. Don't touch them because they could poison you or like bite you, and that's not good. But like, don't freak out about them. They're here, but they're eating everything else that we don't want here. So just chill. I was like, all right, that's fair. Nice specimen. This is the perfect specimen. I also eat doors. Good job, Jelly. I like to think of them as little doggos. That's actually kind of cute. I do not think of them as doggos. I don't particularly care for them. But as long as they're eating the things that I really don't care for, then we are good. Okay. I wish there was a tab for new recipes so I could see and get that undone. I want to make... I think I want to make the Sakura DIYs, because I have not made any of them. Okay, we need tree branches and clay. Perfect. Did I ever tell you guys, when I was getting really into Dream SMP, for a split second, and by a split second, I mean like a day, I thought, like this was when I first learned that Dream's name is Clay. I was like, you know what'd be crazy? Because I knew a kid named Clay when I was very little. And I have no idea where he was ended up. I have not seen that man since I was in 2nd grade. But I had this thought that was like, you know what'd be crazy? If this Minecraft YouTuber was this person that you used to know when you were like 7. And I was like, damn, that would be crazy. What are the odds? But then the more I thought about it, I was like, that is so not likely. Clay is a pretty common name. Also, the ages don't match up at all. But they're there for like longer than it should have been. I was like, you know, there's a possibility. Sometimes I get these ideas in my head that are just so dumb, but they feel plausible. I think that's the best way to put it. They feel plausible. I think we should redo the living room a bit to enjoy the spring. It's kind of spring vibes right now with like the tangerine and stuff, but it's not quite spring vibes. I think I want to do something different. The walls. Oh, I think I'm gonna use the butterfly wall. Yeah. I love the butterfly wall. I think it is so cute. Dog stole my seat. And was it? No, it is not the same Clay that I knew as a child. The person I knew as a child is only a year younger than me. The Minecraft YouTuber Dream is like 3 years younger than me. Or something like that. So definitely not the same person. Yeah, I think I like that floor with that wall. Okay. I think I'm gonna redo the pillars. Oh, okay. Okay. Alright, I give up. I'm just gonna make new pillars. I don't remember how to make them. I think it's with hardwood. Or probably normal wood. It's whatever wood I don't have enough of. Doggo is laying on me. That sounds very cozy. Too, I think. Of course, of course. I can make a petition wall. How do I make a pillar? Oh, I need all of the woods. Okay. A DIY is either all wood or the wood that I don't have a lot of. Early game, I didn't have enough softwood because that's just all the DIYs I was getting was for softwood. And now, I don't have enough normal wood, and all the DIYs I'm trying to make are normal wood. I'll go ahead and just remake everything. Keep crafting, besties. Let's go. 2 + 1 = I am gay. Mood. Big mood. I did a fake test with my friend as a joke and we all failed. Oh no. Like a fake math test? That's kind of silly. Why would you willingly put yourself through that? I think I have a different couch. I hope I have a different couch. Where are the cabinet pieces? Hello? Oh. Perfect. I like having the pillar. It's very nice. Okay. And I like having these to kind of act as a room separator almost, without actually separating the room. I do have a different couch. Okay. Guys. Do we do the white double sofa or the yellow double sofa? I think I'm gonna run a poll in chat. Hello? There we go. Hello? There we go. White. I'm not putting brown as an option because I just respectfully do not want to do brown right now. I will allow additional votes. Oh, the shortest I can make it is 1 minute. I would make it shorter if I could, but this is what we're gonna do. Couch color, guys. White or yellow. I will be changing the decor around the couch to make whatever we pick fit better. But this is what we've got. This is what they look like up against the wall. Not that it matters because they're not going to be up against the wall, but just to see what they look like with the room vibes. Surroundings will change. That helped me decide. Nice. Yeah, because I think, honestly, even if we did the white couch, I'm not keeping the tangerine. I'll probably swap out all the fruit stuff. Peach chairs will probably come back. We've decided on yellow. Okay, perfect. Yellow is a good color. I used to hate the color yellow. I don't really know why. It was my brother's favorite color growing up. And maybe I felt like I couldn't like it because it was his color. But then I got really into Animal Crossing. And it made me appreciate the color yellow. And I kept getting yellow things and only yellow things in New Horizons. So I was like, well, I guess I gotta learn to love it. But now I actually do just genuinely like the color yellow. I am gonna change the color of the shelf that we had there before. I had it dark browned up before to match the pillars. But now that is not the vibe. Where is it at? Move to pockets. Then I need to get my customization kits. I should still have some. Oh. Wait, they might be at the bottom. Do I not have any more? Oh, I might have to go buy some. Okay. I will go buy some customization kits. The poll didn't even come up on my screen. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Froggy. I know on mobile sometimes stuff gets a little weird. I don't think predictions show up on mobile. Cause I know, like, the first time I had seen a stream where the streamer was doing predictions, I wanted to participate so bad, but I was on mobile and it wasn't showing up, and I eventually had to, like, get on my computer just to, like, do the predictions. I really gotta start utilizing the predictions tool so much, because I love it a lot. I've only used it like once or twice, but there's only like one person in chat using it, so it didn't work out as well. But I think it'd be cool to like do that again, because I love gambling with my channel points. I don't have a computer. Oh no! That's okay, Froggy. I know the polls have showed up for you before, so I don't know why it didn't this time. But I'm so sorry to hear that. They do, I think, but yeah, mobile can be finicky. Mobile is so weird sometimes. For the longest time, past few months, I did not have Twitch on my phone. Well, I cannot buy in bulk. It's hard being broke. Okay, I'll buy 2. Just take 1. Yeah, I keep dropping 5 to 10k channel points in one stream trying to win big and keep losing. Yeah, I don't drop that many because I'm not good at predictions. I almost always lose. So I try not to put in too much. But also, the only streams I've ever been in that use predictions are Ronbu streams, and some people just have like 1 million channel points, not fully exaggerating here. And I now have a very modest 45k, but at the time I had 20k. And I was like, I am not putting 100,000 channel points into this prediction like everyone else seems to be. Partially because I don't have it, but also that is kind of a lot. But the more you put in, the more you get if you win, which is cool. But I think it would be fun to do predictions. I don't know what we could do predictions for, because all the predictions I've seen are like, are we gonna win MCC, or are we going to place a certain place in this game? Or how many diamonds are we gonna get from this pool here? And I don't mine on stream anymore. I could though. I could start doing that again. I think we're gonna go... Yeah. I need 3. I feel like I've been hate crimed. Okay. I've got to find something to sell. Okay. What can I sell that I'm not gonna miss too much? Probably the wooden lockers. I will just not be using those. And my nanas, maybe I usually watch streams at my mom's. Oh, that's fair. Just talking my stream, a vibe. Absolutely. Sherb just came over to my house. I love that. Sherb is such a sweetheart. I've never had Sherb, but my ex had Sherb on his island. NANI?! And my friend Haley's been trying to get Sherb. I think she did finally get him. Thank you, Peaky, for the Nani sound alert. Sweetheart really is the right word for Sherb. Sherb is just so good. He's very nice. And his little, like, poster is so cute. I'll pull it up as soon as we get through this loading screen. Wait a minute. It's not one that I have cataloged in this part. But it's one that I've touched and I have in my inventory. I'll have to wait till I get back to my house. But I love Sherb. He's so cute. Alright. I need money, guys. How much does this go for? 750 bells? Perfect. That gives us plenty. Okay. Oh, that's kind of a cool umbrella. I think that's a new item. And by new, I mean, like, I haven't seen it before. We are good. I am broke, Timmy and Tommy, as you know. Monies. Yeah, we need so much. I do not have that much money in my bank account on Animal Crossing anymore. I used to have like 2 million, and then I blew through all of it, moving buildings around. Back when it was like 50,000 bells a pop just to move a building. Jeez, that was rough. I am so glad in the 2.0 update that they reduced it to 10,000. Because 10,000 is like pocket change. Who is Sherb? He's one of the villagers that are like new to this game. Here, let me show you his poster real quick. I may not have it anymore. I may have given it away. I will pull up a picture then on Google. Sherb is so cute. Instant serotonin. Okay. Window capture. I don't want to show you guys my entire screen. There we go. This is Sherb, the blue goat, and he's amazing. He's so cute. Okay. Jeez. This is no longer Dreamland, right? Yeah, it's no longer Dream SMP inspired. It's just whatever I feel like doing. So it's a hodgepodge of lots of different stuff. Sherb said he smelled all the rooms good and is now ready to go home. Good for him. Blue Goat Villager in Animal Crossing. Yes. And we love him for it. Okay. I will just place it. Perfect. It's not an exact color match. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe it is an exact color match. Oh yeah, it is. It definitely is. like that this time around? What if we go in like that? Yeah, I think like that. That's might have been how we had it before, actually. Is it just me or is your screen blurry? I am not sure. It doesn't look blurry to me. But it may come through differently on stream. I'm not sure. I don't know if you want to bell donation or if you prefer to earn all the bells, but if you happen to have extra millions, I would like to work my way back up to it. Either through selling items, like, to other players, or, actually playing the game it's intended to be played. Because it kind of gives me something to do. Otherwise, I just open the game and run around, and I just don't have anything to do. Oh, this is a floor item? Okay. Oh, it's a big item. Okay. Well, that complicates things just a tad. Oh, wait, I know. We can put this over here. It'll look nice over here. I'll have to put some other things around it so that it doesn't stick out so much. Not blurry on my end? Okay. It might be a quality thing. I think, in all honesty, I think I might stream at a higher setting than I probably should. I don't know what bitrate means, but it's 6,000. I do my resolution. Okay, so the base resolution is 1920 by 1080, but the output scaled resolution is 1280 by 720. I need to change that for my YouTube videos. That's why my YouTube videos are not 1080. I did not realize. It might have something to do with me streaming at like a high bitrate or something so that it's harder for things. I know mobile has a hard time with like the higher quality stuff sometimes, especially if you can't like downscale it, or maybe it is downscaled and that's why it's blurry. Whatever you send is fine. User end can always scale it down. Yeah. Okay. I've heard, like, I keep hearing people on TikTok say, like, oh, if you're, like, a small streamer, don't do this because you may not always have access to the transcoding or whatever. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't 100% know what all of that means. And whatever I'm currently doing mostly works. So I'm just gonna keep doing it until there's an issue. That's kind of how I approach things. Okay. Let's see what kind of fun things in here we can lay out. Oh, I do want to put out a table here. Okay. I just close it and it's fine now? Okay. I'm gonna close Twitch 1 sec. Welcome back, Froggy. I'm glad it seems to be fine now. Okay, where are... Do I have... I do not have any load tables. I purged my inventory a few months ago, and I got rid of a lot of stuff. And now I don't know what I have. Okay, that's a bed. Yeah, we do not have any kind of load tables. I think I can make one real quick, though. Okay. I need to craft a lot of things. I need to craft the simple DIY workbench. I really hope I don't need normal wood for what I'm trying to do. Okay. I probably do, though. That's fine. Oh, I have normal wood in my inventory. I forgot I still have the wood in my inventory. I am stuck, my dog is laying on me. Oh no. It feels nice, but then when you're like tired of laying down, you don't want to move your pet because it feels mean. But sometimes it's just what you have to do. A tea table is what we need. But I think actually it's not what we need. I want to make a wooden low table. I need more normal wood. Of course, of course. What about the simple DIY? I gotta get my iron nuggets out. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna get this wimpy flimsy axe. And we're gonna go try to chop some wood. Just wanted to lay down properly. My neck is killing me. Oh no! Hopefully your neck starts to feel better soon. Here's to hoping your dog decides he wants to go hang out somewhere else. Or like, not lay on you. Perfect. That's fine. We could do better. One of each. It's not what I needed, but it's what we got, so it's fine. You know, I feel like they've changed the rates at how the wood spawns, because I feel like it was not this hard 2 years ago to get some regular wood. It's been like an hour, she's not gonna move. Ah, that's fair. It seems like you're gonna have to bite the bullet and move her yourself then. Good luck. Fuck, okay. We gotta go. Gotta be on the move. I don't have my thing out. Oh no! Yeah, that wasn't gonna work. We had to turn back into them. Well, we get stung again, we die. A big F. I always get stung by the wasps. I'm good at catching them if I already have my net out. But that requires me already having my net out. Perfect. Okay. I don't think that's enough for both of the things we want to build. But the DIY, the workbench could be something that I do later. We don't have to do that right now. Because it's not like there for the decoration of the room. It's just there for my ease. And the functionality. Absolutely wrecked. Went into a pet shop for a dog toy. We got fish. Awesome. I kind of want to get fish. I would love to have like a pet fish. I think it would be cool. But I've talked about it before on stream about how I basically want to... Oh, I can just make a simple DIY bench. But how I basically just want to live in an aquarium. Okay. I need a name for it. What kind of fish did you get, Froggy? So with lots of jellyfish. I would love to have jellyfish. They're very expensive though. Someone did share a link with me for where I could like actually get pet jellyfish. And while it is cheaper than my PC and gaming setup, it is still like a lot of money. And I also don't have a place to put the like aquarium thing. So I would have to like talk to my grandma about where I could put that in her house. Or just wait until I live by myself and have like a whole house to work with for decor. But that is definitely something I will be purchasing within the next decade. Because it would be so cool. Okay. I don't really want to put the photo plate out because that feels a little weird. To be completely honest with you guys. I think we're gonna put the tray out here. Oh, that's cute. Okay. I don't know, but it's a bright orange with black spots. Oh, that's very cool. That sounds super cool. Okay, that's how we're gonna set that. That would be cool. I love the little like floating biotome planter things, what it's called. It's just such a cute item. I can send a picture when I'm at my mom's. I would love to see that. That would be very cool. Okay. I'll put mom's plush back out. I have a lot of the holiday items, but not a lot of the spring. Thank you, Froggy, for the hydrate. I'm also gonna double hydrate, so I don't think I did your hydrate from 30 minutes ago. Alright, I think I saw it pop up, but I was like talking about something, and then I immediately forgot. But I can see it in my activity feed. So either way, we've got it covered now, so it doesn't matter. Water is fun. You can die if you drink too much. Yeah, that was just so crazy to me. But I think it takes a lot of water, like an unreasonable amount of water. Like no one would drink that much normally. Gotta have our diffuser. Put it there so it's like in the middle of the room. I think I'm going... I'm gonna put a rug out first, but then I think I'm gonna wait until I get more of the Sakura Blossom DIYs to do more decorating in this room, because I would like to use more of those. I want to do something different here, but I don't know what. I want to have a TV out still. I like the Apple TV. We'll figure something out with that later. Okay. Maybe put a desk over there. Maybe. I have a lot of outdoor items. You can tell I emptied my inventory so that I could go pick everything up outside, and so all of my inventory is just outside stuff. You need to hide a body, take out the teeth, and then let the pigs eat the body. There'll be nothing left, and you just need to hide the teeth. There was an episode of... So this may come as a shock to nobody who has been around me for an extended amount of time, but I used to have a very, very deep Criminal Minds phase when I was in high school, and there was this one episode where like the serial killer avoided getting caught for so long because he was feeding the body to pigs. So I didn't know that about pigs. I just don't have pigs though, and pigs IRL kind of stress me out. They seem like they'd be hard to take care of. Like, I know they're probably not any more hard to take care of than like any other animal, but they're just so big. Like, they're bigger than I thought they would be. So in my head, that translates to that being like difficult. So I don't think I could ever have pigs. I'm just gonna stick this over here for now and finish this room later. I need to get more items again. Okay. I think we're gonna put our lacy rug over here. Very cute. Oh wait, I've got to put the Apple TV somewhere so that it's not just in the way. Perfect. A moose is giant. Yeah, I've seen videos of people like driving up to a moose. They are absolutely massive. Bigger than a car, apparently. Definitely. It's kind of wild. I don't know if you guys saw, but I put like a bunch of plants around here just to kind of make this feel like an overgrown path. And I really like it. I think it looks cool. I may have spelled it wrong, but it's nearly 2 a.m. I think you spelled it right. It looks correct to me. But regardless, you got your point across, and that's all that matters. Cozy? I think it is super cozy. I love it. I also am still very much in love with our, like, tiered farm here that we've got. Like, inspired by my Minecraft farms that I like to do sometimes. I love this so much. I've got the sugarcane by the water. Oh, I didn't realize I could jump that. That's cool. But I love how my pumpkin patch turned out. It's not the most efficient, but in Animal Crossing, you get so much stuff from crops, like especially if you do the fully maxed out crop, that it's like kind of redundant to have a whole bunch of crops at once. So most of these crops are just decorative. But I love how the tomatoes look. I think I'm gonna put more tomatoes just to make it feel more filled up. Actually, I can do that right now. I'll have to pick some tomatoes though. Okay. I don't know if this is actually how it works. Oh, it is. Okay. Very cool. It's a very nice tiered farm. Thank you. I built it on stream, like back in November, I think. We built it right after the update dropped. So yeah, it's probably November. It's been a while. I love how it turned out. Also, speaking of building things, Vent and I built a really cool thing in the hardcore server yesterday. We both had some time to get on and build it together. And I'm very excited to show you guys what we built. I don't want to give you spoilers, but we finally did build a place for our storage. So we have a house again that's not just full of chests that are completely unorganized. I didn't water these crops. No spoilers, agreed. Yeah, no spoilers. I will probably post spoilery screenshots, the thumbnail, later this week in the, like, top secret channel on my Discord for the subscribers. But I do that usually anyway. I give little, sneak peeks of the thumbnail. But I'm excited about it. I also think it's really cool. We had a reference that we were going off of. And usually in the past when I've built things in Minecraft with a reference, like an actual reference, it was more of me trying to copy it block for block. But I was pretty proud of us. We had a reference that gave us a general idea. We came up with our own palette. And we also didn't follow the reference block for block. We used it more as inspiration and loose reference for how we were placing the blocks in our palette. But as for like where each block goes, we kind of just did our own thing, and I thought that was very cool of us. What am I looking at through your Instagram? I have no idea, Froggy. Probably cosplay. All I post on there is cosplay, but I have started posting reels related to streaming. I used to have an Instagram that was dedicated to like streaming and gaming content, but I have a really hard time keeping up with multiple accounts on social media. And I've decided that TikTok is the only social media where it makes sense to keep my cosplay and streaming stuff separate, because it's just, I don't know, it just makes sense to me, because like my cosplay TikTok, when I do cosplay, which at this point is very rare for TikTok cosplay, I'll go and I'll like record like 20 videos and then just post them throughout whenever. And then the streaming content is like completely different. But on Instagram, I've decided to combine it because I don't like Instagram that much anymore. It's not as fun to use as it used to be. And honestly, I don't want to try to grow a whole new audience on Instagram, and I'm more just trying to connect to the people who are already there. And I have more to post generally for cosplay than I do streaming stuff on TikTok. I mean, Instagram. Especially now that conventions are back, and I'm working on stuff. But I think it would be cool. I know when I first started streaming, I wanted to keep my two internet personas very separated, but then over the last year I've just kind of slowly merged them because I was just too tired to like keep them separate, and I was like, why keep them separate when I've already got this platform? Why not use what I already have? So that's what I'm doing now. And there's a few other cosplayers that I'm friends with, or like that I know IRL, whose Instagrams went from being 100% cosplay to now it's more like posts about their streams and stuff like that. So I was like, if they can do it, why can't I? I also cosplay on streams now, so it makes sense to have it there. Looking through cosplays. Oh, cool. Is your back okay? Yeah, my back is fine. My back is good. Yeah, I've been cosplaying since my senior year of high school, when okay, so the way I count when I started cosplaying is when I bought my first wig, but that was not my first cosplay. Technically, my first cosplay was a Halloween costume where I borrowed a dress from a friend and cosplayed a goth version of this one Black Butler character. And then I cosplayed the girl from Death Note, the love interest girl, who honestly, she's a cool character. She does get loved enough, but my friend who got me into Death Note in the first place hated her, so I always feel like she doesn't get enough love. But she is an icon, an absolute legend. But those are my first two cosplays, but I didn't start like cosplaying as a hobby until I got my first wig, and that was when I was 17. And I'm now 24. I think that's 7 years. No. Yes. Yes, that is 7 years. Very cool. Agreed, legend. I love Misa. She is so cool. Like, when I first started getting into like anime and stuff, there were these people, the grade above me, that they were in my gym class. And they were also the fellow like weird kids in the class, so I would hang out with them. And gym class, I was in 7th grade. And gym class was the class that I had during my lunch period, so I had to eat lunch with them because in middle school we were not allowed to just eat lunch with whoever. We had to sit with our class. So I got to know them pretty well, and they were really into anime, and they recommended like Bleach and Death Note to me, so I checked them out. And this girl, I'm assuming she is a girl. Very possible that could have changed over the last decade. Oh, fuck. Oh, no! I don't want to die to a tarantula. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. Once they start chasing me, I don't know how to, like, catch them. We made it. We're gonna come visit Mary. But, these people in my gym class, they were like, man, we love Death Note, but fuck Misa. We hate Misa. We do not like this woman. And I was like, okay, fair, I guess. Looking back, this person shipped Light and L, and Misa got in the way of that ship. And I have since learned that it's a common thing for a fandom to hate a female character that gets in the way of a gay ship. Call it internalized misogyny or call it fetishization, whatever it was. But in hindsight, that's probably why she hated Misa so much. But I always felt like I couldn't like that character. So when I did finally watch Death Note and really like this character, I was like, oh, I feel like I'm not allowed to like this character. I feel like I shouldn't like this character because my friend doesn't like this character. So it was a very pleasant surprise when I started like being in internet spaces that people loved Misa. I was like, this is, as you should, this is so great. She's a good character. It's so mean. Yeah, it probably was all of the above. Oh, I forgot. I'm stung by a wasp. Oh, Mary didn't like to see my face. That is so awkward. Should probably take some medicine, but honestly, I think we are just owning it at this point. And this is who we are. I'm still really happy with how this area has turned out. Could use a bit more over here. But we've got plenty of time to get that sorted. Froggy, I think the squid lost its arms. Well, love to see it. A hermit crab. I found a hermit crab on the dock over here one time, like literally right here. And they're not supposed to spawn here. I think my game was glitching. I did like catch a video of it, and I think I posted it to Twitter, and I was like, so what's all this then? Squid went by. Yeah, Squid was not here for that. I just really love how this area turned out. This is so nice. Let's get a handheld camera. Isn't this such a cool vibe? Let's see, I think Pop is the one to go, but I've got to filter through all of them just to make sure. Look at the atmosphere. I think I might gift this later and post it on my Tumblr. I don't use my Animal Crossing Tumblr that much anymore, because I don't think anyone really uses Tumblr that much anymore. But sometimes I like to pop in and post things and see if anyone is still there. They're usually not, but sometimes they are. Sometimes I'll post something and people will be like, wow, we are still on this website. And then other times I'll post something and it'll be like crickets. I think Tumblr is one of those websites that I just will not let go. Luckily, I no longer have the app on my phone anymore, so I'm not addicted to it like I used to be. But it's like, no other social media hits quite the same. So that was kind of nice. For those who have noticed that we haven't really done anything for a little while, I'm just running around. This is legit how I play the game on my own. I'll open it, And like on days where I'm like, I just really want to play Animal Crossing, I will open the game. If I have any like inspiration to work on a certain area in my island, I'll start working on it until I get to a point where it's either finished or there's nothing I can do. Because I don't feel like time traveling just to get an item to show up in the mail. So I either get to a standstill or I finish it, and then I just spend like 20 minutes running around not doing anything. Just having a great time. And I love that. I have fun here. Dinky Deku and Shoto group looks good. Oh, thank you! That was from 2019? Yes, that was from 2019. No, wait. Yeah. I wasn't cosplaying Denki, though I was cosplaying Aoyama, but I know my wig is probably closer to Denki's color. I was trying to go for a natural blonde color because the like bleach blonde doesn't look too great on my skin. Like sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Also, the wig I ordered I thought was a completely different shade of blonde. It looked different on my screen than the one I got in person, but I thought it still worked. No, you're totally good. I know that was before I learned how to really style a wig. So I know that Aoyama wig is rough, and because we were doing a villain AU where we were just doing like button-up shirts and vests, that cosplay is not recognizable at all. So you are totally good. I am well aware that it's hard to tell who I am. It was a lot of fun though. The Deku is my friend Emerald. She's, every time I do a My Hero Academia cosplay group, she's always the Deku, and I love that. She's the Deku for our fairy group, but I don't think we ever took a group picture as the fairies. We did plan on wearing our fairy AU My Hero Academia cosplays to a Ren Fair festival. I was told we were gonna try to go one around this time of year. I have yet to hear anything about that. I think right now everyone's just trying to make it through their lives with work and make it to MomoCon, which is in the end of May. So we'll see. I know Ren Fair season tends to run through the summer? Let me look this up real quick, actually. I need to know if we're still trying to do this. Ren Fair, Georgia. I do not mind telling you guys where I live because yeah, I know some people are like, I don't want to tell the internet what state I live in, but I only go to conventions in one state. Okay, so it runs from April 9th through May 30th. Alright. I don't know if we're still going, to be honest with you guys. It's a possibility, but we'll see. I don't think we're still going. No, it is totally fair, but there's always next year. Why is my inventory open? What am I looking for? I don't remember why we're here. Oh, medicine. I could take some medicine. Do I have medicine? I do. Okay. But anyway, what we do want to like cosplay them again so we can take a group picture. Because the closest thing we have to a group picture is screenshots from my vlog that has 2 people in it, which isn't really a group picture. So, if I'm ever in Georgia, I will say hi by screaming hello. Amazing. I will keep an ear out for it. Although, if you're visiting the US from a different country, I highly doubt you will be in Georgia. Unless you're like visiting a certain place in Atlanta, or visiting a certain place in like Savannah. But it's more likely you would be somewhere else. I don't know where specifically. But I feel like most people, when they visit from another country, unless they're visiting for a specific person, they either go to Florida for like Disney World and Universal Studios and stuff like that, or they go to California for LA, or they go to New York. I feel like that's another big one, because New York has Broadway, which is very cool. I'm sure it's got other stuff. I've never been to New York. The US is so weird because there's like every state and most places have their own like tourism-y type stuff. But not all of that is like super well known, so it's not like I'm gonna fly across the world to go visit some really niche tourism spot in the middle of nowhere in some strange state in America. It's got stuff, can confirm. Very fair. I expected nothing less. It's also got me. Oh, cool. I did not know you lived in New York. Although, I probably should have, like, there's not very many places in the country that has public transportation. And there's not very many places in the country where the public transportation is a train. So I probably could have used my context clues. Also, given I know what time zone you're in, and I know that it snowed there not too long ago. But you know what? That is fine. Very cool, though. I don't know if I will ever visit New York. I think that depends on what... Etoile, I love you, but you are standing right in the middle of the path. Okay. That would depend on... There's lots of places in the US that I've never been. And I think it would be cool to go everywhere. Excellent deduction skills. Thank you, thank you. I think it would be cool to visit everywhere, just so that... I don't know, I feel like I'd be a more well-rounded person. But my, like, tier list for where I want to travel as soon as I'm able to, like, actually travel... before I even travel across the US, I really want to go to the Netherlands so I can meet my friend. We have been online besties since 2015, and we have never met IRL because neither of us are capable of traveling across to another country right now. Or ever. Neither of us have ever been in a position where we could. And I'd also love to visit Japan. I think that would be cool. I have some friends that did study abroad in Japan in 2019, the summer of 2019, and they said it was very cool. It's also no secret that throughout most of the greater half of my life, I have been a massive anime nerd, and I feel like it's almost a rite of passage as an anime enjoyer to want to visit Japan. I have never met a person who watches anime that has not been like, hey, that's a place I would like to go. I don't know what it is. Like, people who like anime are just weird in both the best and worst ways possible, and I say this having experience with the anime community, ample experience with the anime community. So I say this as an insider. Those people are fucking weird. Like, some of them get downright disgusting with how weird they are. But it is a cool place and a cool culture. But also, I feel like that's true for literally everywhere in the world. So, I think the more I would look into it, the more I would be like, oh, I want to go here, and I want to go here, and I want to go here. And eventually, it would just be like every country in the world that allows people to come visit. Because I do know there are certain, like, islands or places that are secluded and cut off from the world because it's, like, different indigenous tribes live there. And they wanted to be left alone from society in the world, so they're just kind of vibing on their own. And it's like, you are not allowed to go there because they do not want you there. And that is totally cool. Very cool. I would like to learn more, but I also know I'm not entitled to knowing anything about them, so they can just keep living their lives without outsiders looking in. But I think that is very, like, fascinating that there are people, like, groups and tribes of people that just kind of live completely cut off from the rest of the world. Because I'm the kind of person that feels like, for the most part, our society is pretty global. And I know this is a very out there take, but I kind of feel like how do I word this without sounding disrespectful? Because I don't mean it in the like different cultures shouldn't exist, but I feel like we're starting to grow past the point of needing like borders on countries. Like, I think different areas should still keep their cultures and stuff, but I also feel like, why keep everything so separated if we're basically like the internet, where everything is just kind of like open for everyone. I feel like the world should work like that. If we're a global society, we might as well start acting like it, is how I feel. I remember my ex would, when he started like falling down the alt-right pipeline on YouTube, he would always try to pick fights with me about like building the wall. And I was like, that's so stupid. And he's like, oh, do you think we should let people in our borders? And I was like, I don't even think borders should exist in the first place. Which I feel like it's a pretty solid way to shut down that argument. Because how are you gonna argue limiting immigration with someone who thinks that we're past the need for separate countries? That's how I feel about it. But it did not shut down the conversation. It was a very cringe. There is a reason that person is my ex. But, that was when I realized, like, yeah, I really do think that borders are kind of dumb. I don't remember how I started talking about this. Oh, I remember now. The people who live in, like, very excluded areas. So, like, coming from someone who thinks that countries shouldn't really have borders anymore, it's so fascinating to me that there are still, like, civilizations out there that want to be secluded and not be a part of the world. That is so, like, I get a lot of that probably comes from them trying to protect themselves, because it definitely is a protection thing, for sure. But it's just so fascinating to me. But how will people satisfy their greed and thirst for power? Doc, money still exists. Money still exists, my dude. I don't think it should, but I also don't have the answers on what to replace it with or how life should work without it. So that's a can of worms that I'm not even gonna open because that's way over my head. Dang it. Yeah, people will always find a way for power, whether it be through power over others in toxic relationships, or creating groups and factions of people, maybe not countries, but just like gangs, or getting wild in online games. There's lots of different ways for that people satiate their desire for power over others. Yes, I've never dated, don't really want to. Absolutely valid. I kind of wish I didn't. Literally. But I've also learned within the last year that I'm aromantic, so there's a reason that I just viscerally dislike relationships. There's lots of reasons, but that one's a pretty strong one. Dang it. Yeah, there's no avoiding people going for power. Getting wild with online games. Pocket leaves 2022. It's like, there are ways to like organize and basically imitate how politics and like people with power work IRL in games. Like there are people who don't want to really lead and they just want to follow somebody. And there are people who want to lead. And they're gonna find their groups and they're gonna make their groups, regardless. And I say that as somebody who 110% is very aware of the fact that they fall more into the would just rather follow somebody than lead a group. I do not want to lead a group. I went through my entire film degree knowing full well I had no aspirations to be a director. All the other kids in my class are like, man, I'd love to be a director one day. I was like, good luck. Not for me. Absolutely not. Do not have it in me. Like, I could if I had to. But I don't particularly like telling people what to do. I always feel bad. I feel like I'm overstepping boundaries when I start telling people what to do, even if it's literally my job to tell people what to do. So I avoided being director in every project I could, and it was great. I was vibing, having a blast. I came at it at the wrong angle. Oh, there we go. We caught it. Okay. I thought I was gonna get bit again. If I see another X-Reader, I'm gonna smack my phone across the country. Froggy, do you need an archive of our own account, an AO3 account? I see a lot less of those on there. I've never come across an X-Reader on AO3. I hate X. I've read an X-Reader once before, and it was a really weird experience because I learned that day that I do not read fanfiction to be self-inserted as directly as that. Like, I definitely insert myself as the characters that I'm reading, but I don't want it to be a direct self-insertion, if that makes any sense. Also, a lot of X-Reader fics are, like, inherently sexual or romantic, and that's not what I'm here for. Maybe, but I don't know how to use AO3. It's definitely... There's a little bit of a learning curve. I didn't think it was that hard to learn. But if you need an invite link, I have never... Wait. Let me, look this up real quick. Can people see who invites to AO3? I would be more than happy to give you an invite link because the website is still in its beta, even though it's been like that for like literally ever. But once you get an account, you are able to give people, like, you have a certain amount of links that you can give out. I think it's like, I don't know, 3 or more? I think it's 3. But I have never had to give anyone a link before, so I should still have all of mine. I just want to make sure that you can't find my account because an AO3 account is a very private thing. I also just write a lot of vent fic, and I don't feel comfortable potentially sharing that with other people or minors. So yeah. Okay, they'll know the user who invited them. That is a no-go then. You should be able to request an invite link though, like from the website itself, and it shouldn't take too long. I saw someone on TikTok say they only had to wait a week or so for theirs. They were complaining about it, but sometimes it could take longer, sometimes it can take just a few days. But it is definitely worth it. And you also don't have to have an account to read fics on there. You just have to have an account to post, and I think to comment as well. But you could definitely still use it without an account, just to see if you like the layout of the website. But I have never used fanfiction.net. I used to read on Wattpad, and as far as fanfiction goes, the quality is a lot better on AO3. And I don't know why that is, but it is. So, I highly recommend it. It depends on what fandom you're reading for. I've only read for like 3 fandoms on AO3 in my life. But it's good. I like it. It's a pretty good website. You can also download PDFs of the fic so that you could, like, save it to your computer or your phone. And so you could, like, pull it up and read it when you didn't have internet access, which I think is cool. Some people also use that to, like, print it off and bind their own books with it, which is kind of neat. I once got ink stuffed down my throat. I just wanted to read a nice true crime book. Oof. I mean, I feel like true crime is a good genre to expect angst, though. Alright. I'm glad I looked up. So anyone out there in the chat who has Archive of Our Own and has never, like, given their share links before, once you give someone a link, it will tell the person your username. So, be very careful about who you share your links with. Unless you don't care. If you don't write anything, then it's fine. But, like, sometimes it's just embarrassing to have someone link your fic with, like, your face. Embarrassing. Like, the only people that I know IRL that know my fanfics are my friends who also write fanfics, so we kind of share each other's embarrassment. And then my friends were just incredibly close friends, so it's like, yeah, it's gonna come up eventually. Because sometimes I get weird comments, like, on my fics, and so I'll rant about it to, like, my really close friends. And they're like, that's weird. That's very weird. They don't know how else to respond. It's like, I have one really close friend who also uses AO3, and they write a lot, or they used to write a lot. And so I'll rant to them about weird comments, and they're like, yeah, I've got some of those too, or like, I totally understand where you're coming from. But then when I tell my other, like, really close friends that don't use the website, they're like, I don't have anything to add to this conversation. But it's cool. It's cool. It was named after a breakfast food, like an angst book called Bacon. Did that breakfast food, like, have a significant part in the fic? So a lot of times when I find fics that are named after, like, foods or items like that, it's usually because that food or item is, like, a really significant part of the fic. In one way or another. I feel so bad throwing all these pink roses out, but I have a million of them. Or toast? No, don't think. Oh, that's kind of strange. I do have one fic that I named, and it fits the fic, so it's not like, I don't know why you named this that. But it's almost like a pun, because it sounds like a euphemism, but then when you actually look at what the fic's about, it's like, oh, they're not talking about a euphemism, they're just talking about death in this name. I was like, yeah, it's funny, isn't it? My friends don't find it as funny as I do. But I still think it's one of the better puns that I've made in my whole life. Maybe I think that's how they met? Murder? Jeez. That is kind of funny, though. Okay. We have reached the point where I'm pretty sure we've just spent the last, like, 30 minutes running around not doing anything. So. I'm gonna go into a room that's less overstimulating. I love the gyroids, but sometimes they're a lot. I don't think... I've got one in here. The one that looks like a dehydrated sponge. Okay. Alright. I think the mods gave up. We're too chaos. Oof. Well, okay. So, with the auto mod, when you allow a message to go through, it stops blocking it. Good night to dehydrated sponge. Yeah, Doc knows exactly where I'm going with this. I think this was a good time to call it a night, because I've just not been doing anything. But I had fun. I hope you guys had fun. We'll have to do an Animal Crossing stream again sometime soon once the Bunny Day stuff starts and get some more of those DIY recipes. I'm probably gonna play Undertale again on Thursday, pick it back up, see how far we get in that. Get some sleep and go eat. I'm definitely gonna do that. Let me see if anyone is live. No one... Just some Dream SMP guys, so I will let you guys go for the night. Just a reminder, I did upload a video on Friday. So if you want to go check out my YouTube if you haven't already, this link. Otherwise, I will see you on Thursday. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. And I will see you Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye, guys.